Tough times aren't new. You've lived through trends, wars, recessions, losses, and moments that would break most people. Younger generations are feeling the pressure now. Confusion, fear, instability. But here's the thing. You already know something they don't. But the story society tells is that resilience belongs to the young, that strength fades with age. Actually, the data shows the opposite. Older adults consistently demonstrate higher emotional stability, lower stress reactivity, and greater resilience than younger adults in real crises. The research behind this flips the entire narrative about aging, and it proves you may be far stronger than today's world gives you credit for. Picture this. The world is buzzing with panic again. Headlines flashing, phones vibrating, younger people spiraling online like everything is collapsing at once. Meanwhile, you're in your kitchen, rinsing out a mug, watching the sky outside your window shift from blue to gray. And you can feel it in your bones, the familiar weight of a hard moment, the kind you've lived through before. But the world doesn't see that. They talk like tough times only happen now, like resilience belongs to the young, like age makes you fragile. Actually, it's the opposite. You've survived eras that would swallow most people whole. You've felt the carpet pulled out from under you. You've rebuilt, restarted, and walked forward even when your legs shook. That kind of resilience doesn't show up in trending topics. It shows up in the quiet steadiness of someone who has already weathered real storms. Younger generations know about tough times. They read about them, hear about them, scroll through them. You've lived them. And that's where the story changes. Think back to the first crisis that hit your life like a freight train. The air in the room, the hushed voices, the long nights when you stared at the ceiling, calculating how you were going to make it through. Then think of what you actually did. You made the call. You found the extra shift. You wiped tears in the car mirror before walking into work so no one would see you break. Now jump to today. A younger person sees a bad headline and their world feels like it's ending. They panic because they've never learned the one truth you mastered the hard way. A crisis isn't a single moment. It's a season. It rises, it falls, it changes. And eventually, it ends. You learned that not because someone told you, but because you endured it. You stayed when you could have run. You adapted when everything shifted beneath your feet. You kept going when everything inside you whispered, "Stop." This is what younger generations don't understand yet. Resilience isn't loud. It's not glamorous. It's not a motivational slogan or a viral quote. It's the quiet, steady decision to take the next small step when everything feels impossible. Younger people often mistake fear for finality. You learned long ago that fear is temporary. Panic is temporary. Hard seasons don't last, but strong people do. You know the rhythm of survival. You know how to breathe through moments that feel unbearable. You know that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is pause, think, and take one steady step forward. Imagine for a moment a younger person scrolling through chaos, their heart pounding. Now imagine you sitting beside them, not saying much, just watching. Your silence isn't confusion, it's experience. You've seen economies crash and rise, families fall apart and come back together, jobs end and new paths begin, love lost and love found again. You've buried people you love and still discovered reasons to laugh again. That's not naivety, that's wisdom. Hard-earned, unshakable wisdom. And the world desperately needs it. Because here's the truth, no one says out loud. Tough times feel different when you've lived through them before. Familiar storms don't scare you as easily. You've learned what matters. You've learned what doesn't. And you've learned that you are capable of more than you ever thought possible. Younger generations understand information about hardship. You understand the texture of it. The way a grocery store feels when shelves are thin. The silence after a layoff. The strange mix of fear and stubborn hope when you make a plan anyway. The keep-going instinct you didn't even know you had until life demanded it. That's the difference. That's the advantage. That's the part of you that younger people haven't built yet but will. And that brings us here, to this moment. If you're watching this right now, I want you to remember something important. Your experience is not outdated. Your strength is not behind you. Your wisdom is not irrelevant. It is needed now more than ever. So as the world keeps shouting, here's my invitation to you. Don't stay silent because you think no one wants to hear from someone older. Don't shrink back because the world moves fast. Don't write yourself out of the story. You have lived proof that storms pass. You have patterns you've seen repeat. You have the steadiness younger generations are desperate for, and you have every right to claim your strength. Before you go, I want you to do something for yourself and for someone who needs to hear it. In the comments, share one moment from your life when you thought, this might break me. And it didn't. Not a polished speech, just a memory, a snapshot, a truth. Because someone younger will read it. And for them, it might be the first time they realize that tough times don't mean the end. They might be the beginning of becoming someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Just like you did. And if this resonated with you, stay with us here at Young at Heart. This is your place, your community, your Renaissance era, a space where your strength is honored, your story matters, and your resilience isn't just remembered, it's celebrated. You've carried this quiet power for years. It's time the world saw it.